the different prices, man. The prices vary $4 and change, $5 and change, man. But for the sausages, I can't tell you that because another thing I buy. So when come for canned stuff, they're not my favorite thing. But the little sardine, that one of them in the red can, that's the cheapest sardine I think they have on the market, and that's been there for a longest while. Since after Maria, I sell little sardine for it was dollar something. Now it's $2 and change a can. A little sardine in a red can. That's the cheapest thing they have there right about now. From one something to something since after Maria. I can't answer that. I want them to bring down the price on milk and the sugar. I don't know what kind of sugar we get in, Matt. The sugar having how many colors, Matt? Sometimes in the sugar in one brown there, one part of the same plastic bag, you see in the different colors in the bag. So I don't know what the texture scraping up or whatever the people scraping up and giving to Dexia. But not we have Matt, we have anybody here. What are you calling that, Matt?
You mean consumer protection? I think there's an
Consumer
agency, but
protection.
I don't know if that's working though. I don't know.
I don't think so, Matt. Going around because you will hear places like Jamaica that these things happen because they throw how many tons of food, they do this, they do that. You hear that in Barbados, but not you know hear nothing like that around here. Nothing. Telling you, oh, you mustn't buy that sardine because that sardine they put a X on it on the other side. Oh, you mustn't buy that chicken because that chicken have a X on it on. But you know, hearing nothing. People that's going and we just buying what in the supermarkets, and we haven't got nobody here telling us. And it's a long time ago. Those things used to happen when we had government in action, but now, Matt, we haven't got government in action in Dominica. We have people that sitting down and getting money to do nothing. Bye bye.
Bye bye. On the telephone, are you there, caller? Yes. Check the quality of the sugar. Yes.
Matt, morning.
Morning to you, sir. Yes.
Check Clairville Mills. He is the president of the Consumer Association. I don't know if he's getting money for that or if he's a voluntary service. Check him out, please.
I think I have somebody else in mind who may be part of that association as well, or follow up. But I'm just asking the Ministry of Trade to monitor to see if the prices on the shelf reflect what's was announced in the budget. So check it out, please. Check it out. Somebody says only at Green Supermarket the items went down very reasonable. See? If you know some supermarket that you notice the prices have gone down, call and say that too, you know? The environmental health responsibility, it's their responsibility to go around shops and supermarkets to inspect goods. I was told that from a source, maybe it's trade, the Ministry of Trade, that should be or is responsible for that kind of action. But you know, government is going back to parliament today. There's an increased fee. So they're lowering on this end and they bring it up on the other end. Now we see new levy, VAT, or new taxes coming out on some vehicles. Hello, talk to me, yes?
But another thing I noticed is happening,
Tell me.
and I'm going to show you I saw it.
Uh-huh.
I bought it. By Astofa. When you go to buy chicken and the things there, those are in trays. Sometimes they take those, you see in the wings and the things there. Some of them are red, as they're going to give for a last. And they take it and they put it below. And on top, you see this pretty thing. When you reach home, you see that is damaged wings they put. And before, when you see that happening there used to have many people passing around, maybe in the time of later and them, these places here. They see, if you see 1, 2, 3 things of chicken not good, they make them go and dump everything, whether the insurance have to pay, they make them dump everything. You understand? They used to go around and do that long ago, but these things are done. Thank you very much.
Yes, I don't know if that happens. It's happening still. Yes, I remember the days, when Tongue Incorporated were dumping stuff. the Point Michelle area higher up there, closer to Soufriere, yes. And a lot of people seem to have been excited about that. Hello, talk to me, yes. Are you there,
Good
caller?
morning, Matt.
Morning to
Good
you.
morning, Matt.
Yes.
When was the policy to decrease certain
I think it was
items?
October. I think October. Yes.
Okay, October. Let us look at a few things.
Okay.
If the duty went down in October, all the merchants who had old stock, they're not going to immediately decrease the price. It would have to be on new imports that those things would be applied.
That announcement was made since the budget. You don't think something could have You think it's too early for that?
When it came in, when did it come?
But the announcement was made to take effect in October. But I think it was made since somewhere in July, budget day.
Yeah, but Matt, if you are a merchant and your stock is depleted, you're not going to wait until October to ensure that you have sardine and corned beef, and so you would order and hope when you have a new stock, when the new policy comes into effect, you'd order for that time.
True.
So the point I'm making is, if there's old stock, there's not going to be no significant drop in prices based on old stock. The other thing I think some of your callers need to clarify is that there are a number of different supermarkets. They all have different suppliers. If I have a supplier that sells a tin of sardine for me $1 when I purchase it, and another buyer gets it from another one who sells it for 75 cents, you cannot expect the person who got it for $1 to sell at the same price as the person who got it for 75. So the point I'm making is, different merchants have different suppliers have different prices, they have different point of where it is shipped from. The freight can affect the price one way or the other based on the distance. So there are a number of factors that would make it a little difficult for all supermarkets to have items the same price. I just wanted to make that point.
Okay, good point as well. Good point. But at least you'll see a reduction there. 9 o'clock is the morning time. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, I don't know how that one slipped my mind, but I hope he's listening. Happy birthday going out to Mr. Honorable Mr. Lennox Linton, who's celebrating his birthday today. My dear sir, have a blessed, a wonderful day. May God continue to guide you, protect you all the time of your life. Enjoy your wonderful day today. Happy birthday, Mr. Lennox Linton, my leader. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Mr. Lennox Linton, on behalf of your many fans. Matt, I went to question the shopkeeper about the decrease in price. He said to me he cannot decrease the price of the teen stuff because he did not purchase it at the decreased price. So he's selling it at the same price. Do you blame the shopkeeper? I'm just saying that the Ministry of Trade should investigate. The Parliament is on to this morning. So just again, let's keep monitoring the prices on the shelves to see if there's any significant changes given the announcement made during the budget time by Mr. McIntyre, the finance minister. Just keep monitoring, okay? for your sake, of course, they announced this big slash in prices. And it's brought to my attention by a few shoppers, customers. They have not seen any decrease in the prices. Now, some people report differently. Somebody said they noticed the price there at the supermarket. Greens has gone down. Somebody's making an important note there. With the American attack on Venezuela looming, can you find out what the status of Dominican students and nationals in Venezuela? What is our government doing? We'll try to find that out, okay? Sometime later. Thank you. A very important question, huh? I saw a note this morning. To indicate that several airlines suspended flights after the FAA gave a warning that there may be some flight cancellations. As the U.S. military expand its build up in the region, they'll be locking the skies there over Venezuela. Somebody made a very important point sometime. I'll try to find the point that our ministers, maybe foreign ministers or prime ministers, need to alert the people on this pending, what we say, tensions in the region that might affect us all over the Caribbean. If there's a war or there's action in Venezuela, you can tell. Can you tell? Can you imagine the impact it would have? On food prices? Or the lack of food in the region?
But yes, some of the prices really go up when you have to go around the supermarket on them. You see the prices on them really go up. By greens, the things on them are reasonable. Some of the things by Issa, they go up. By Church, it's expensive. By Astafan, it's expensive. What I do in Matt, I walk in and I compare the prices. And trust me, I will only shop by Green and by Issa. The other supermarket and them is a no for me. Because when you watch, you used to buy a sumo by Issa for free something, now it's 6 something. It really went up. Go up by Fresh Market, the price of the macaroni and cheese go up. Things go up, Matt. Milk go up, sardine go up, tuna go up, corned beef go up. Right now, our corned beef is $8 and a change, $9 and a change for corned beef. And when all finish, all this telling people go need those things there to kill people faster. Things go up, Matt. Things don't go down, things go up.
Let's go to the telephone at this time. Hello, talk to me. Huh?
Yes, I will give this Green supermarket B plus, Matt. They really serving their people where price is supposed to be, Matt. The Greens really giving you value for your money on your caught fish, especially people rushing by Greens to get their caught fish, their pig snout, their chicken pats, Matt. Yes, Greens really giving people value for their money. Mother lady spoke about the supermarket on King George Free Street there. I think the authority and especially health people should do something about that. Because when you look in the freezer, that supermarket, it always look like it's running below zero. The chicken and certain meats in that supermarket always
Blue, you turn health inspector now.
Matt, a person called a while ago and they said that, and I second them for saying that the meat in this, but you can just look at the meat in the freezer, Matt. The meat and them red. Some of them looking like they should just go and dump in the lab ass. And the freezer and them always looking like they're out of working, they're not working properly, Matt. That certain supermarket on King George Free Street, not SES, ACS super freezer always working properly, and they're having good chicken. The chicken doesn't stay. ACS meat does be good. The other one, Matt, something wrong with them. Bye bye. And I'll call it name today on Carnival Monday, and I ain't got money for lawyer. Bye.
Someone says if there's no decrease in prices, it speaks volumes about how long it takes goods to turn over in Dominica. Matt asked the third-party sellers, suppliers like small shops, understand the color. But why when it comes to Dominica, it always have slow-paced excuses? Matt, we're talking about the big bourgeois-owned supermarkets. St. Kitts did the same and had no issues and excuses about old and new stock. But they implemented a watch and monitoring a consumer board to ensure all businesses followed it. That's what I'm saying, that the Ministry of Trade should monitor. Somebody says East Side is number one. See, everybody's grading their own supermarkets. So please, if you notice something wrong, report it. That's my point to you this morning.
Matt, morning.
Morning.
And I mean, any complaints of the people, but people have to learn to make adjustments too, because really and truly, what's going on, if all that global politics and the whole situation with shipping and all kinds of different factors, the prices, whether they ask the government talking on one end about lowering prices, but there are other factors that going to affect the goods that come in here in terms of shipping and stuff, and really and truly, so the freight, and remember we have one of the most expensive ports. So when all these things couple together, people need to make adjustments and really start planting stuff. I mean, we must go back to our roots. We have to eat more of what we grow, and all these crazy imports that getting us sick. Let's just leave that alone. Maybe that's an opportunity to make the turnaround. Start planting stuff. Start putting down stuff that you like. You don't have to have no big garden, just put down the stuff that you know you're using or that's beneficial to you, and put that down in the ground. Yeah, you can buy one or two of it when you're on the down low side, but just try and help to feed yourself. So make it a kind of 60-40, 60% you, 40% you buy, and then as time goes by, change that around to a 70-30, and then turn it around to a 80-20. Yeah, 80% you're feeding yourself, 20% you buy what you have, what you're missing at the time. But we need to grow stuff.
Eat what you grow. That's the message there. Somebody's asking, did the supermarkets or did the government subsidize the supermarket?
I did observe a little drop in price, but it was like a blip. It didn't last very long, for about a week or two, and then it shot right back up. That is where I shop. So it looked good. I said, wow, things are going down. And then that was just for a week or two, and they shot right back up. I don't know what the reason for that. But Matt, people have to keep in mind that with 15% VAT on these items, your dollar is only worth 85 cents. People have to understand that. When you spend $1, you're really only the spending power is only 85 cents because 15% of that, most of it goes into VAT. So your dollar is only 85 cents.
Dominica stage is set on Saturday, January 3rd, 2026. We honor the artists, musicians, producers, writers, and cultural icons who carry the sound of our nation. Welcome to the Dominica Music Awards, developing Dominica's music industry, a celebration of our musicians, a night of live performances, red carpet glamour, special tributes, and awards across every genre: Booyaka, dance, calypso, reggae, gospel, zouk, soca, and more. This is the platform that elevates our talent, showcases our creativity, and supports the growth of a modern Dominican music industry. From the studio to the stage, and from Dominica to the world. Follow Creole Headmeet in the Dominica Music Awards online for voting, ticket information, and official updates at www.creoleheadmeet.com/Dominica Music Awards. Platinum Partners Q95 FM, the big station. KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good. Cause I'm on my way.
This Christmas, Flow is making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new smartphone for only $10. Plus, we're giving you 35% off your mobile bill. And win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in-store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Would you be missing the party this weekend because of that nagging cold and cough? Boost your body's immunity now by taking Feral Compound, a combination of vitamins and minerals to fight off coughs and cold, so you can be the life of the party again. Don't be restricted by those nagging coughs and cold. Take Feral today and enjoy the little joys of life. Feral Compound is for adults and children 14 years and older. Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
Now let's listen to Pastor Randy Rodney addressing some striking issues of the day on his Talking Points commentary Monday night. Take your notebooks. Dr. Rodney, 9:15.
What I'm about to say, and go and deal with the issue. Okay. Know that some people, they don't worry about what you say. Makes no difference. Your opinion of them don't really matter. Okay. So know that. Right. Now that you have set your recorders on. Ladies and gentlemen, the geothermal project, and I'm going to the geothermal project because I remember Mr. McGlaw. The geothermal project is we are told is nearing completion, and the intention that we were told when that started quite a number of years ago was to reduce the cost of electricity for us. In fact, when Rosie Douglas first spoke about that, he spoke about supplying our neighboring countries with power. Okay. Fortunately, unfortunately, Guadeloupe already engaged in the supply and distribution of geothermal power. Let's go back to us. Our project, by the calculation that I've made thus far, has cost us, or is going to cost us 230 million EC dollars. 230 million Eastern Caribbean dollars. Okay. That's pretty much almost 20% of our annual budget. Now, geothermal is a good thing. Okay, it's if you can use renewable energies, it's always excellent. Renewable energies, though, can become depend on what, and we're seeing the issue with the geothermal, can become exorbitant when you consider its economics. So if the cost is the capital investment to get the geothermal electricity into your home, if the cost is prohibitive, then your electricity cost does not go down. In fact, chances are may just go up. I'm just saying, when you examine the cost of getting the thing started, okay, $230 million Eastern Caribbean dollars seem to be quite some bread, okay? And so it is something that Dominicans must continue to watch and watch very closely, because at the end of it, you might get a different story. I'm saying to you that when it was introduced, it was introduced under the impression, the objective, that it will reduce the cost of electricity for us. Okay? We will wait to see what in fact will happen. But for me, it's very interesting that while the geothermal project is nearing completion, according to the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, they are installing solar panels on the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. Now, you begin to think like me. If the government of Dominica is installing solar panels on the hospital, when the government of Dominica is, has spent quite some money on the geothermal project, are we in fact going to get geothermal power? Or is there something happening that we don't understand? I would think that if you make that kind of investment to bring the power into the lines, because the intention, what is happening now, those of you who see the works, is to connect the lines to Domlec power plants in Foncolé. If you have done that, then why utilize funds now to go into a different power source for one of your energy sucking, if you like, buildings that is run and maintained by the government of Dominica? It's just something that I want you to think about, okay? Because if I were getting sustainable energy, one type of sustainable energy, I probably would not spend some money and connect my house to another one, okay? So somebody needs to explain to me, at least, enlighten me as to why that is so, or whether in fact somebody is thinking that we may have taken barley for rice. I'm just asking. Okay? I'm just asking. The second thing I want us to take a note of, ladies and gentlemen, is that there is elections happening in St. Vincent on Thursday. And we are told that our electoral person here, Chief Elections Officer, is an observer in St. Vincent. It's left our nation to go to St. Vincent as an observer. Now, that too is a good thing. I think I read the article coming out of the electoral office, and it is kind of veiled that the Chief Elections Officer is going to St. Vincent to observe what's happening here. And later on, they said, well, it's a learning process for all of us and blah, blah, blah. So it's a good thing to send the Chief Elections Officer to observe the elections in St. Vincent. But she's not going as a regular elections observer, if you like. Why? Well, she's not going to see anything that's wrong. She's going to learn to do what St. Vincent is doing, because the conduct of elections is new to the lady. Now, that's an error that the government of Dominica made simply because they wanted to put somebody there whom they could, tell what to do. Why am I saying that? In the throes of doing an electoral reform in Dominica, you could have extended the contract or contracted the last chief elections officer with his experience, his vast knowledge and experience to do the work. But instead, you employed somebody who was brand new, fresh to the block, but somebody who would listen to every word you say because they don't know what to do themselves. So you sending the person to observe elections in St. Vincent, you're actually showing up your hands, your weak hands, that you engaged someone who you need to send to learn to observe the conduct of elections in St. Vincent rather than provide an observation to St. Vincent to say that was good and that wasn't good. My understanding of election observers is for people who are experienced. That's what we have seen over the years. Experienced people who can go there to say, look, this was fair, this was not free, this was well done, this and so on. I've met some of them, so I can speak with a certain level of authority. Okay, people who have the experience, people who have had years of doing that. You send a brand new person now to learn the ropes, right? You have just shown your hands that you do have a weak chief elections officer whom you want to send to observe general elections for the first time. And that is good from your side in terms of the lady learning something, but it shows your poor judgment that you have to dispatch her while in Dominica, we are dealing with a confirmation process that is absolutely flawed. A confirmation process that is really messed up, that at the end of it, we will not have a clean voters list, which should have been the object of the confirmation process. That's why some of us have always said that we should have a brand new registration. As it were, though, at the same time while that is happening, there is news coming out of Barbados. Okay, yesterday it's fresh news. It came out there today. The news says that the Electoral and Boundaries Commission is preparing to remove 8,291 names from the register of electors as part of a major cleanup. And I want you to know, my brothers and sisters, my friends, of the names that are slated for removal, 4,923 of them belong to individuals. Hear this? They belong to individuals who have been overseas for more than 5 years, right? So that 4,923 Bajans who have been overseas for more than 5 years, their names will be removed from the electoral list, right? Another 3,300 are people who have been confirmed dead. Now, isn't that something that Dominica should take a note of? Rather than gerrymander a law, and I'm using that word deliberately, gerrymander a law that makes it possible for people who have been living outside of Dominica for 30 years and 50 years and 25 years to still come back and vote because you can give them a ticket to vote? Huh? Think about this. So while you have a weak chief elections officer going to observe elections, and you have a messed up confirmation process in Dominica where you have put on hold something I may say that is against the letter of the law, right? You've put on hold the registration of electors, so people cannot register now because you are doing confirmation. In other words, you're saying that, oh, you're making a pillar one or you can't have fish in it. What means that? At the same time, our neighbor, Auntie Mia, who was here on your platform, is having her list cleared, cleaned, and cleaned properly. I wonder how many of you read that. I wonder how many of you parliamentarians saw that. So that while you formulated a law to enfranchise people who were not supposed to be on the list and disenfranchise the people whom you have made poor in Dominica, your colleague, Labour Party colleague, is removing from the electoral list by virtue of an independent commission, an independent electoral and boundaries commission in Barbados. They are removing from the list 4,923 people who live overseas and who should not be on the list. Duncan Stowe, Roosevelt Skerritt, Levi Peters, and the rest of you who have been doing this thing to Dominicans. I did that for you. Okay? So that every one of you can take note. And all I need to say to you is every rope has an end. One of those days, every one of you individually will ask, what they do me? Is do they do me? Or some of you will think is they put you, or a combination of both. Because once you do things like that to benefit yourself personally alone, while you destroy the lives of people in the process, the person who's in charge is going to hold you accountable for it. My name is Randy Rodney, and this was your Talking Points commentary for tonight, November 24th.
Very interesting observations there by Pastor Randy. You know, it's been many years we've been discussing the geothermal plant, huh? Will it become a reality? I guess we'll have to wait and see. I want to go back to some of the points made there by Pastor Rodney as part of his observations last evening. Will it become a reality? I guess we'll find out in time. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Yeah. Good morning, man. And how are you?
I'm okay, yes. How are you there?
Yeah. Thank you, Pastor Rodney, for hitting that commentary. That's why, Dominican, all you have to be careful what are you doing in bringing back Roosevelt Skerritt. My aunt died. She went all the way to France because of a lack of proper hospitalization in Dominica. And years, people are going to overseas to seek medical care. And the people from the diaspora who live in Bronx, New York, and want to come and vote in St. Joseph, in Marigot, in this wicked. Thank you, Pastor Rodney. Every rope has a long end. This Roosevelt Skerritt, your days are numbered because you don't do but children this misery with certification. And I say that with no apology. I don't eat at all you. I eat in the United States. Thank you.
Well, there are people in the diaspora who seem convinced that they need to return and vote. It's an obligation for them, you know? Let's Let's go back there for a minute there to highlight some of the points made by Pastor Rodney as it relates to geothermal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the geothermal project, and I'm going to the geothermal project because I remember Mr. McGlaw. The geothermal project is we are told is nearing completion, and the intention that we were told when that started quite a number of years ago was to reduce the cost of electricity for us. In fact, when Rosie Douglas first spoke about that, he spoke about supplying our neighboring countries with power. Okay. Fortunately, unfortunately, Guadeloupe already engaged in the supply and distribution of geothermal power. Let's go back to us. Our project, by the calculation that I've made thus far, is or has cost us, or is going to cost us 230 million EC dollars, 230 million Eastern Caribbean dollars. Okay, that's pretty much almost 20% of our annual budget. Now, geothermal is a good thing. Okay, it's if you can use renewable energies, it's always excellent. Renewable energies, though, can become, depending on what, and we're seeing the issue with the geothermal, can become exorbitant when you consider its economics. So if the cost is the capital investment to get the geothermal electricity into your home, if the cost is prohibitive, then your electricity cost does not go down. In fact, chances are may just go up. I'm just saying, when you examine the cost of getting the thing started, okay, $230 million Eastern Caribbean dollars seem to be quite some bread, okay? And so it is something that Dominicans must continue to watch, and watch very closely, because at the end of it, you might get a different story. And I'm saying to you that when it was introduced, it was introduced under the impression, the objective, that it will reduce the cost of electricity for us. Okay? We will wait to see what in fact will happen. But for me, it's very interesting that while the geothermal project is nearing completion, according to the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, they are installing solar panels on the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. Now, you begin to think like me. If the government of Dominica is installing solar panels on the hospital, when the government of Dominica is, has spent quite some money on the geothermal project, are we in fact going to get geothermal power? Or is there something happening that we don't understand? I would think that if you make that kind of investment to bring the power into the lines, because the intention, what is happening now, those of you who see the works, is to connect the lines to Domlec power plants in Foncolé. If you have done that, then why utilize funds now to go into a different power source for one of your energy soaking, if you like, buildings that is run and maintained by the government of Dominica? It's just something that I want you to think about, okay? Because if I were getting sustainable energy, one type of sustainable energy, I probably would not spend some money and connect my house to another one, okay? So somebody needs to explain to me, at least, enlighten me as to why that is so, or whether, in fact, somebody is thinking that we may have taken barley for rice. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Okay? I'm just asking.
So the other, in other words, if we are so confident about geothermal, why invest in solar energy at the hospital? Hello, talk to me. Yes, are you there, caller?
Yes, Matt, I am, Matt.
Yes.
Matt, I believe that the hospital, well, we didn't have a proper hospital before this. I believe the hospital should have had solar energy from its inception. They should not have been waiting for now to put it. Okay? My question about the geothermal thing, Matt, is I would like to ask the power that be, have they, in the time that they have been doing the one hole or two holes to send down the water and get the energy, to get the thing to do or give us the energy, have they drilled 1, 2, 3, or 4 extra holes? Because that is something that must be redone after a certain amount of time. You have to reduce the other holes because the holes get smaller and smaller as the time passes. And that is what that will cost money. You know, that will cost more money every time to drill another hole here and another one there for the geothermal. Because I learned about that listening to geothermal, Pro talks about the geothermal. The holes get smaller every time and they have to re-drill. So if they haven't re-drilled enough holes to use in the future, then the cost of electricity will not go down. It will continue going up. You understand me? That's what I can understand about it.
All right. Thank you very much. Your understanding. But are you optimistic that once we get geothermal, the cost will go down? With all the millions we're spending there on this geothermal energy. I sent a message to Mr. Vince Henderson, the minister in charge, to give us an update. Hope he can respond and give you a further update. Hello, on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
Yes, Matt. Good morning to you.
Morning to you, my brother. How you doing?
Yes, very interesting point by Pastor Rodney. Matt, you need to get back. You need to get in touch with Mr. Lennox Linton, because for so many years ago, this is what Lennox Linton was advising the government to do, to put solar panels on all government buildings. It's how many years ago now Lennox Linton have been talking about that. And now, so it looked like everything Lennox Linton have been proposing to the government, it doesn't want to take it right away, but after a while, they're taking it. It's a shame, Matt. And Matt, we must not forget that the same with Kerrit and Reginald Austri that tell us the same situation with Petrocarib. Remember Petrocarib, Matt?
Yes, I remember.
You remember Austri said that the light bill will drop tremendously, light bill never drop on the Petrocarib. So it looked like they have been taking us for a ride, Matt. We need to do something about it, because every time that's what they keep saying. So we need to look after these things, Matt, and we need to get in touch with Mr. Linton, because for many years now, which I will re-emphasize again, that he was the one advising the government to invest in solar on government buildings, and so far it has now accepted by the government. Thank you, Matt.
All right, maybe it's a little too late, maybe. I remember Dr. Dale Dangovin, actually, with a group of investors were interested in solar energy, but it was somewhat turned down. Let's see what actually happened there. Let's see if we can get in touch with him. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Pastor Rodney really is a doctor in investigation and a man that know how to do his work, man. After Mr. Linton, we have Pastor Rodney that really bringing out what are going on in Dominica to us. And we have to really listen and take them things in. Pastor Rodney always telling us, look, that happening there, this happening there, and opening our eyes and our ears to what is going on, but we're not hearing, we're not seeing. Just like Lennox used to do. No people not hearing Mr. Lennox voice. Where's Mr. Lennox? But Mr. Lennox don't want to overshadow anybody. So Mr. Lennox on us said, give him a break, please. Let him relax. Pastor Rodney doing it for us. What Mr. Linton is to do. Pastor Rodney, more powers to you. Just send your heart up and I will catch it. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. Look like you show your throwing some words there, boy. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. All right, 449-309-596-97. Mr. Lennox Linton, happy birthday. It's your birthday today, huh? Somebody said solar energy should have been used a long time ago, but how does the government intend on using solar energy to lower the cost of energy for consumers? Don't forget there's Parliament today. And of course, some of the issues to be discussed there during Parliament. We're going to, of course, talk to you a little bit about that. We're hearing from the Minister of Finance. Just in a minute. Stick around.
Going to Parliament to present schedule for supplementary appropriation for financial year July 2024 to June 2025. We'll also present the bill titled Highway Maintenance Levy Act 2025. And it is important to note that this will not affect motorcycles, private vehicles, and small commercial vehicles. There will also be resolutions to amend Schedule 2 of the Value Added Tax Act to exempt a number of food, household, and personal items from October 1, 2025. All this is in an effort to cushion the impact of higher than normal imported inflation on our citizens and residents. Also, there will be a resolution to legislate the reduction in excise tax on motor vehicles manufactured 10 years or less, which was announced in my fiscal year 2025-2026 budget address. All this is part of the broader initiative to reduce the import of very old vehicles and encourage residents to import newer vehicles and purchase used vehicles locally.
So more taxes as it relates to the older vehicles, and I'm hoping that maybe I should call my friend Peter to see how much impact that would have on the motor vehicle industry. Somebody says, hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, good morning.
Morning to you, my brother. How you doing?
I am good. Matt, how long ago did we have our budget passed in Dominica?
That was June, July, around that time, yeah.
That is just about 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Supplementary appropriation, Matt, comes about when you have spent money which was not budgeted for.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is.
Matt, tell me, if we had a budget passed 4 months ago, where could the government, why should the government be going to Parliament already to debate on a supplementary appropriation, meaning that they have spent money that was not budgeted for? Where is that money? Where was it spent? And what was the circumstance? Somebody is crazy in Dominica with the way they're spending taxes, or fooling us and giving us the impression that things are all good and rosy, when in fact, in truth, we are living what we normally say, champagne life on Mobby Pocket. We cannot afford what we are doing. Something is wrong. Secondly, you spoke of the hydro plant. Dominica has an electricity need of about 30 megawatts. The hydro plant is at 10 megawatts. It will be 1/3 of our electricity power. So for those who are expecting and those who are saying that we will be getting cheaper electricity, they are fooling and deliberately fooling the people, because it is not enough to make a dent in our supply. So we still have to continue. Right? Now we are even more so than ever, because they say they are building an airport. That will require a vast amount of electricity power. You cannot depend on hydropower. And no matter where you go around the world, it is a known fact that you must have the diesel-generated engines for power for your airport, because you cannot depend on hydro or natural power. Right? Those might fail at any time, and that risk is too much to be taken. So for Vince Henderson or any government official to think and to push the notion that electricity rates will become cheaper when this hydro plant gets into the grid, they are.
So you're not confident that the rates will get lower at all? No.
No, it's a matter of confidence, Matt. It is not going to happen because it is not enough to make us so reliant on it. We cannot rely on it in such an extent that we can say it is cheaper. No, because it is just 1/3 of our electricity needs. And you cannot store electricity, put it up for tomorrow. No. So as it is being produced, it has to be used. So it is not going to make any dent. It's not going to make anything cheaper for us in Dominica.
So why are they promising cheaper energy though? Why are they promising cheaper energy?
Matt, this is politics, Matt. This is total politics, and it is not going to do anything. So those who believe it, they are fooling themselves. Those who tell them so, they are fooling them. The people need to look out. They need to educate themselves. It is not enough to do a dent in Dominica thing. 1/3 of our requirements, it cannot make anything cheaper. No way.
So why are we spending so much money in there if you think we're not going to the results?
Matt, if you cannot live in a vacuum, the Prime Minister of Antigua said the way that politicians make their money is to inflate contracts and get kickbacks from it. This hydro plant is a typical example of that, Matt. The amount of money we've spent in that, and we've not seen a label come out of it up to now, it is just a way of politicians taking money. Matt, we have spent in excess of $90 million on that thing there, and we have not seen anything. They are just doing it because one politician wants to enrich himself. And I'll tell you something. Vince was an ambassador, and Vince is glad to come back. And when he comes back, he takes over the same thing, the power of that same thing. He's responsible for that because that is where he has focused his attention. That is where the cow dies, that's where he's going to feed it. So it is nothing to say that we are going to get something out of it. They have focused on it because somebody's benefiting, but it's not going to benefit Dominica the way that people think it is. Yeah?
Something to watch. Thank you, sir. Thank you. As it relates to another point here, Matt, a second-hand vehicle here in Dominica, driving on our roads filled with potholes and poorly maintained, can never be compared with the used vehicle driving on Japan or China good road. Reduction in duty across the board will encourage newer vehicles. Discretion with duty-free based on merit and not scarcity will assist. So please bring down the prices on these new vehicles. And you'll encourage a lot of people to spend money on new vehicles. Because these days, if you bring in a vehicle below 2012, you have an additional $10,000 to pay. So what's the plan moving forward? Things are so tight, and these vehicles are the only vehicles that people can afford in Dominica. So you have to bring down the price of the new vehicle. Hence, you'll encourage persons to buy new vehicles. That's the point right there.
Your favorite store. Dial it now. 612-12 free. That's Mega. You can rely on Mega for some real deals on name brand clothing and electronics. High quality, low price. We are a wholesale and retail store located in Calabishi, right on the main road. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram at Mega Deals Dominica. Like our page. Check out our stuff. Call us. Visit us. Would appreciate that. Come try it on. Love it. Buy it. Mega Deals. Your one and only online and brick and mortar store. Mega Deals is also on wheels. We make it convenient for your shopping. We deliver straight to your door. Email us at info@megadealsda.com. Rely on Mega Deals for some real deals.
Dominica stage is set on Saturday, January 3rd, 2026. We honor the artists, musicians, producers, writers, and cultural icons who carry the sound of our nation. Welcome to the Dominica Music Awards, developing Dominica's music industry, a celebration of our musicians, a night of live performances, red carpet glamour, special tributes, and awards across every genre: booyaka, dance, calypso, reggae, gospel, zouk, soca, and more. This is the platform that elevates our talent, showcases our creativity, and supports the growth of a modern Dominican music industry. From the studio to the stage, and from Dominica to the world. Follow Creole Headmeet in the Dominica Music Awards online for voting, ticket information, and official updates at www.creoleheadmeet.com/Dominica Music Awards. Platinum Partners Q95 FM, the big station.
Jackpot is now over $400,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing vibes to health with Health Vibes. Health Vibes. Each and every Wednesday from 10 to 11:30 a.m. with your hosts, Trudy Kristen, and co-host pharmacists Jacinta Fagan and Leona Jeremiah. Education, information, and a bit of humor. And not forgetting lots of vibes. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing health and vibes together with Health Vibes. So be sure to tune in each and every Wednesday on Q95 from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Toppers snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Hello on the telephone. Are you there? Yes?
Yes, madam, there. Madam, so that you must drive up to Mount Daniel so you could see the app. Solar panels we put in on our mausoleum. Go check them out, Matt.
You said our mausoleum? I don't know we had a mausoleum in Mount Daniel, Blue. 449-309596. Now you're encouraging, your point is you're encouraging geothermal, but you're investing in solar panels yourself. 449-309596 and 97.
I wanna drink Dominica, let's rum with you. I wanna drink Dominica, let's rum with you. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy, alright, pepper way. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. Time today, anyway. Okay, my body, my baby, who's ready, full energy. My body, my baby, who's ready, full energy. Okay, boom. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom.
Started feeling missing. I had the intentions to call it sick, but I end up in Jolly's pharmacy. And don't think I treat Jolly's system when I immune system. Me feeling fit and strong now. I'm ready to work with any mission. If you see me pocket, Jolly's pharmacy is number one. Jolly's pocket. We cater for everyone. Jolly's pocket. The immune system. Jolly's pocket. We out Dominic it's about part of us. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Johnny's Pharmacy. They boost me up real quick. Johnny's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
I see Colo in shopping for farming supplies. So I ask you, what are you doing inside Bloombox? You have a farm? You tell me, that's how to sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. They say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
I'll take some special time this morning to, of course, a lot of people have missed it, may have missed it this morning to say happy birthday. To Mr. I've been getting a lot of text messages, say happy birthday to Mr. Lennox Linton, the former leader of the United Workers Party. I know it's your favorite song, so I'm going to play that for you at this time. Mr. Lennox Linton, happy birthday from the entire Q family, the many fans in Dominica. Let's play your favorite song. At least one of them I know. This one. Are you the caller? Yes?
Yes, good morning, Matt.
Morning to you. Morning.
I'm not called for the morning.
Okay.
Let me say a happy birthday to Mr. Lennox Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Wishing him everything that he wishes for himself, good health, strength, more money according to somebody. Everything that he wishes for himself. Happy birthday, Mr. Linton. God loves you.
God love you. God love you. This one there, one of his favorite songs of all time. Mr. Lennox Linton from the Linton family. Happy birthday, sir. Good morning to you, Helena. Just for you, sir, we interrupted our program. Say happy birthday to you.
When I am down and my soul weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning to you.
I just turned in. So
Yeah.
when I tuned in, I heard today is the birthday of a wise man. So I want to say pleasant good morning, Tuesday morning, and happy birthday to one of the wise men from North, East, South, West. Honorable Mr. Lennox Linton. Today is his birthday. I want to wish him guidance, strength, life, energy, more money in his pocket, more food on his table, power. Lennox Linton, honorable, take care of yourself, give thanks and praises to the Lord. You are strong and celebrate today from your loving, caring wife, from all your in-laws, your pals, your friends, and from Marlin number 1007 boom. Mark, yesterday was Mr. Darampu birthday.
No, I found out it was not his birthday. No, it wasn't somebody else.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So much, I'm wishing you all the best for guidance. I'm listening, I get up. I don't have nobody to give food. It's me and me alone. I get up when I want. It's nice. Up I go.
Stormy seas, I am
Hello, good morning to you on the telephone, yes? Morning to you, my brother. How you doing?
A little poor, but everything.
Okay.
But I just heard you say Linton birthday.
Yes, today, yes.
Yeah, I had to call and wish people champion. But I miss him. I long time I don't hear his voice. And he'll always be my champion, my hero. So let me say happy birthday to you, honorable. And may God bless you. May you live to see plenty more and don't give up. I know you have the fight still in you. We got to keep on fighting. Coming from Bob Marley and Jean Bowie. Thank you, man.
on your shoulders, raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
The special song for Mr. Linton celebrating his birthday today.
More than I can be.
Good morning. Hello, yes.
Master, how are you?
All right. Nurse, how you doing?
I didn't listen to much this morning. I was following some prayers and worship over here.
Okay.
But Matt, I just hear Marlin say today is Mr. Linton's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, I want to tell Mr. Linton, happy birthday. I can never forget when my child died. He come in that house and he followed me and he started to cry. And he said, nurse, we have lost somebody. We lost somebody that did something good. And I can never forget it. I love him. Mr. Linton, you don't know the way I love you and your entire family. Have a blessed day in Jesus. Bye-bye.
Can be.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you another of his favorite songs, another of his favorite songs there. This one. A double for Mr. Linton this morning.
Me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you are my brother. Love me like a mother. Will you be
From Errol and Ezra this morning. Good morning to you, Mr. Linton.
Tell me, would you hold me? When will you scold me? When love will you find me? But they told me a man should be faithful and one not capable. And fight out the good, but
You know he's listening. He's listening, right? You haven't heard his voice in a little while. Let me introduce that voice to you again.
I want to wish you happy Lennox birthday. Happy Lennox birthday to you. I want to wish you happy Lennox birthday. May all the dreams come true. Happy Lennox birthday. Happy Lennox birthday to you. I want to wish you happy Lennox birthday. May all the dreams come true.
You heard the voice you haven't heard in a while, huh? I suspect you guys have missed it, huh? You missed the birthday and the birds of greeting, so I'm allowing a lot of telephone calls reaching out, huh? On the telephone, hello, talk to me.
Good morning.
Morning.
I also want to wish Lennox, my friend, happy birthday. I wish him all the best.
Okay.
God bless him. And I want to tell him, stay with God. Man, there's another song he likes, What a Wonderful World. He loves that song too.
Somebody just requested that too, yes. Okay, bye-bye. Dominica meets that opportunity of leadership, sad. But life goes on. That was a theme song to use. Change. We all felt and knew it. Happy birthday, Mr. Linton from Guadeloupe this morning. 1010, good morning to you. Yes.
Yes, Matt. Now we are on Mr. Linton, I'd like to say happy birthday to Mr. Linton. And Matt, again, I want to tell you that there's a set of fellas doing building a house in Cochrane. Every day they are on Q95 listening. So I wanted to hail them up for me and for yourself, and they have in Q95. Whole day they are on Q95. Okay, Matt?
Thank you, Cochrane. On the telephone, yes, a special feature there for Mr. Linton on his birthday today. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, good morning.
Morning to you, morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Matt, I would like to say happy birthday to Mr. Linton. I wish him long life.
Okay.
Peace and health, everything. I wish him well. Matt, Mr. Linton is a good leader. No matter what people say, in other words, he's just a serious man, and a lot of people don't like serious people. They like people giggling and having smile, and the smile fake. But he is a serious man, and I don't mind him being leader once again. He is my good leader. I trust him all of Mr. Linton, all the best to you. I wish you well. I wish you long life. to hear and to listen. Bye-bye.
Matt, I want to say happy birthday to Lennox, Matt. We have to recognize and appreciate the ones who look for a better Dominica for the youth, the seniors, and everybody, you know. And right now he's quiet, and I wish he would be up front still and showcasing the values of a better Dominica. But I know in his heart, you know, he meant good, and he had brought out a lot of factors that would be soon silent in our society, that he brought it up to the fore, you know, and let us know what's going on. So a man like that, we cannot forget him. We cannot forget the struggles he went through, the tribulations, the oppressions, if that's the word I should use, and other things he went to. So I personally, out there in the US, want to wish that gentleman a happy birthday. I want him to enjoy himself and hold strong, and please don't give up on a Dominica, because when he was forward, he had a following, you know, he had people who love him, he had the party where it had to be, and you know, if it wasn't for the irregularities, we all know that man would be the Prime Minister of Dominica, because really when Workers was down, he really did what he had to do to make it up. So, you know, I want to wish that man a happy birthday. And I wish we could just do something for that man, you know, even though there's a little thing we can all put together to give that man a happy birthday, because that man really worked for that Commonwealth of Dominica. And, you know, we cannot forget him. We can never forget that man in the history of our country. He will be a name that will be reckoned, that will be there in our history. So thank you again, Mr. Lennox Linton, for all that you have done. I hope you are still on the front line. So take care of yourself, and happy birthday to you, and more blessings to you and your family. Hold strong, enjoy the wine, eat some cake, don't take too much sugar. Love always. Praise.
A number of fans there for Lennox Linton this morning, wishing him happy birthday. Far says happy birthday, far from La Pointe, the Midnight Nurse. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes? From Helena. On the whole best, we miss you. And no one can replace you. The Honorable Lennox Linton. A lot of kudos for Lennox on his birthday this morning. Hello, talk to me. Yes,
Peace and blessings to you, Matt. Good day.
Blessings to you too.
And
yes.
Yes, since I'll go with the flow, and it says, blessed Earth Strong to Lennox Linton, and wishing him all the best. And I also want to take a moment to little my heart. It's a little sad, but I just want to take a moment to say condolences to there's a gentleman who went to an emergency at the Big W on Sunday, and he transitioned. And maybe I'll call another time to go more into that. But a lot that could have been helped with the emergency services that did not do what they were supposed to do. And I just want to say condolences to his family today. But have a blessed day, everyone. And I'm just saying, as a country, we have to do better when it comes to medical services. We have to do better. Have a blessed day.
A blessed day.
In the promise of another tomorrow. I'll never let you part. So you're always in my heart.
And some of the favorite songs of Mr. Linton there on his birthday today. You want another one there from Len? This one somebody requested a minute ago. Everybody seems to have a special song for Mr. Linton. Let's listen to this one there. Lennox, we're doing well so far. Selecting the songs that you love on your birthday today.
To myself,
What a wonderful
I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how they do. They really say, I love you. Because I sleep your much more yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful.
Encore from the start there. Let's go.
See the trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue, for me and you. Think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by.
A celebration of Mr. Linton this morning. Good morning. 10:20.
Matt, good morning to you. I too want to join the many callers in extending happy birthday. Happy birthday to the Honorable Lennox Linton. And that's an icon. That's a man who has made a meaningful contribution to the development of Dominica. So we just want to wish him God's blessing. And we just ask of Jehovah to continue to strengthen, protect, and guide.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody says this next song is a very personal song to him. It says Lennox Happy Birthday song.
Happy birthday, Lennox. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Hey, Lennox was a big party today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Lennox. Happy birthday, Lennox. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lennox.
Hey, Fafa, your birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you too. Hello, talk to me. We're gonna go back to the cause in a minute here. You're celebrating a man who, of course, means a lot to you, Dominica. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Matt, I just want to say happy birthday to Lennox Clinton from his loving, caring twins. I forgot to call their name. His twins, they say it's nice to have a loving, caring daddy like Lennox Clinton. And his wife said it's nice to have a super husband like Lennox. And Matt, do you know when Lennox resigned, Miss Darample cried for 40 days and 40 nights. She loved Lennox. Happy birthday to this night, Papa. Tomorrow's your birthday. If I don't get up in time, happy birthday to you, the night doctor. I wish you all the best. And Matt, keep up the good work. May God bless my parents. Yeah, my boy lollipop. This is for Lennox.
Birthday, Lennox. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Lennox.
Oh boy, a lot of celebrations there, boy.
Happy birthday.
Hello. Another 6 minutes of the celebrations here for Lennox Linton. Hello on the telephone. Are you there, caller? Yes. Wow.
Yes, that is the first scripture when Mr. Lennox came to speak on the air. That is the scripture that he came out with.
Yeah.
Isaiah 26, verse 20. I do hope you identify with it. Come, my people, enter thou into the chambers and shut the doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation pass over. And after he quoted that scripture one day, a few months after that, the Prime Minister came out and quoted that same scripture again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. On the telephone. It's 10:24. I think somebody says you love this one from King Dice. Let's see if we can hear this one. King Dice, wherever you are, good morning. Happy birthday to Lennox from Allison in Boston. And based on his text messages, he's enjoying every moment of this, huh? You deserve every minute there. That's his boy, King Dice. Hello, talk to me. You see, everybody can identify a song that Mr. Lennox Linton's love. Oh, he loves. Huh? Hello, talk to me. Huh? Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Morning. Yes.
I want to wish happy birthday to Honorable Lennox Linton,
Mhm.
coming from his youngest and number one fan, Ty Reid, and the rest of the Christian family.
Big step. Good morning. A few comments. This is my hero. All right. Thank you very much. It's 10:28 in the morning. The telephone calls are still coming in here this morning. There, of course, celebrating Mr. Lennox Linton's his birthday today. Ten 28 is the morning time. Let's see if we can do this one day from my brother Jeff Joseph, the late. Another of his favorite songs.
Don't you worry what the body say, but things gonna come my way.
You can't believe the number of calls I'm getting this morning there.
See how much you meant to me. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my hero, Ivinia. Good morning to you.
Blessings your whole life.
Good morning to the ladies at the Maho Easy Wash. From Mr. Esper this morning. Good morning to you. You have not told me, just let Lennox, where's the big birthday party, huh? The ladies at the Easy Wash Laundry. Mr. Delvin Esper says hi.
Shorty là où t'es content, tu fais ta tout simplement. Bon anniversaire. Autant moi t'es blé du ça, tu changes en bouta là. Bon anniversaire. Moi ça bon Dieu. Bon anniversaire. Il t'a with you tous les jours. Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz aniversario. Happy birthday.
All right, we're going to play the final song this morning for Mr. Lennox Linton. Somebody wanted to hear it all over again without interruption, huh? That's your request. And this is how we go. Come back to talk a little bit, and then we wrap it up at 11 o'clock.
I am down and oh my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence till you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Stormy sea. Raise me up to more than I can be. So I stand on mountains. To walk on stormy seas. I'm strong on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Oh boy. Everybody has a favorite now. I've just been discovered there that this is he's one of his favorite songs as well, huh? Lennox, celebrate, 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 celebrate. From Lion King. And that's from Kendra and the Browns, okay?
And the spirit of life calling in the voice.
And if somebody says we miss our Saturdays and Sunday teachings, time you come back on the radio for more education.
to pray. Hear the words and hear.
Well, he hasn't told me where's the party yet, huh? I'm still waiting for that response.
Have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. To the Father, into the truth. In your action, He lives in you.
We'll give you a few minutes of an open line after this one. I'm receiving some news of a dead body discovered somewhere in Rosa.
He watches everything we see. To the Father.
Too many songs, huh? Everybody seems to know what's your favorite song. Hello, talk to me on the telephone quickly, yes? Yes, Marlene.
Mark.
Yes,
Mark.
Marlene.
Yeah, the song of Dice, the Sam Lennox Linton. If you don't play that for him, he can never feel happy today. And the party is on the big step. And by Blue Blue, by Nes Darample, and by Prevost Silimon.
And by Marlene too,
Hear the words and have faith.
Man, next week Tuesday. Man, next week Tuesday, that's my birthday, man. And Marlene win you, man. You always say night nurse, Marlene say night doctor. That is your 100% better than you. That is funny. I wanted to call you to ask you to you know, because you were feeling, you come in feeling after you were so sad.
He lives in you.
Continue to celebrate Mr. Lennox Linton. Enjoy the rest of the day. I was getting so many calls this morning. I just thought I would do that, of course. In your honor this morning, sir. Good morning, happy birthday.
This Christmas, Flow is making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new smartphone for only $10. Plus, we're giving you 35% off your mobile bill. And win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm full.
It's Kaiso. Yes, the Kaiso season is upon us. Saturday, December 2025 at the Factory Valley Road. $120. 8 o'clock
sitting only $30. Come here, the beginning of the season, and make sure you're there till the end. Many Calypsonians will be competing. Only 12 gladiators will make it. The grand eliminations for the 2026 Calypso season, Saturday 30 December 2025. Remember, 8 o'clock at the factory. Come here, the funny songs, the serious songs, political songs, everything. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your dog, and come. Kaiso, Kaiso, Kaiso.
They need appliances, televisions, vehicles, parts, groceries, bulk items for your business from Florida. Contact Milo Services. WhatsApp 235-8342. Again, Milo Services. The best shipping and packing rates available. 235-8342. I just heard there this morning, a short while ago, that a body was discovered outside Dom Lake building in Roseau. The deceased was later removed from the scene by Leanhurst Funeral Home. Authorities are currently investigating the circumstances surrounding the incident. So we'll give you more updates as they become available. So just to reiterate that the body was discovered outside the Dominic building in Roseau. The deceased was later removed from the scene to Lena's funeral home. Authorities are currently investigating the circumstances surrounding the incident. More information will be available sometime later. For the rest of the time, we're going to have an open line. Of course, tomorrow is another open line, but we're going to give you more time to talk tomorrow. But if you have anything on your mind at this point in time, feel free to give us a call and speak to it at this point in time. Okay? This afternoon, we have the talk on the block. Stick around. I know I may have missed a lot of persons sending birthday greetings to Mr. Lennox Linton. I saw another incident there in the Melville Hall on the wall there. Some person they have fallen off the wall there. So the ambulance, emergency personnel taking the person off the bay. I can't tell you what's the latest at this point in time. I've been trying to follow that story. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, that's 007, Matt. I keep on thinking and it's troubling me, it's hurting me.
What's that?
Matt, it's time, Matt. With respect, I not there to insult or attack anybody. It's time for the government to do something, Matt, with the Ararock Cinema, my brother. Right, renovate the place. We have a big show going on, Strict, and it's at the St. Gerald's Hall. We have the show where we could fix the Ararock Cinema, name the Ararock Cinema in the name of the All with Bully Theater, and have Strict in the Ararock Cinema. We have in other shows like Miss Madam, Miss Wap Duet, and is on a sports place in Massac. We have in their show, right? Some people live in Louvier, Port Michel, Roseau, and they refuse to drive to go to that long places, right? That place where we would have the Arab cinema, my brother, and we could have the show Strict. This Magistrate Gloria spent so much money right in the St. Gerald's Hall, Matt, and she tried her best. And today, the Ararat cinema just standing there and watch us. There's another thing again. In the New York City, Boston, Florida, when are you portraying the flag of Dominica? Let Dominica know, America know, is Alwyn Woolley who has designed the flag, my brother. They had a show in either Boston, a flag show, and then nobody talk about Alwyn Woolley. And invite some Dominican people like Raymond Lawrence, like Lennox Honey Church, Ophelia, like the wise man Simeon Joseph. Let them give all you the history about Alwyn Woolley, Anita Woolley, Gloria, right? The magistrate Gloria. All these people and others, nobody flag.
All right, Marlene. Well, thank you very much. And I do appreciate the call there from Marlene, you know, as it relates to the Iraq of culture. I spent some time there on the Sunday night looking at Strick. And obviously, a great attempt there, but something seemed to be lacking in terms of the ambience and the audio, the engineering. Something has to be done about the Iraq House of Culture. Something has to be done. It should be a priority. I support you 100%, Marlon. Something has to be done about the Iraq. Promises all the time, and nothing is being done. On the telephone, 1049, yes. How are you doing this morning? How are you? What's that?
I sound like to send out great words, which my cousin. Let us please.
Your telephone is giving problem, but I suspect you want to send birthdays to Lennox. That's the point I'm hearing there. Just in a faint way. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, so speak up a little bit there.
Yes, I would also like to send out birthday greetings to my wonderful cousin, Mr. Lennox.
Okay.
From his favorite cousin, Leandra.
Okay, Leandra.
And I just want to tell him blessings, and I love him. And for our way. None better.
Okay, thank you very much. On the telephone, 449-3095-9697. Dominica, we're here. And this is, of course, Q95. This is the Hot Sits. Stick around. Let's take another phone call. Are you there? Yes. Good morning. Yes.
Hi, Matt. Blessed day to you again.
Blessed day to you too.
You know, when I call, I try to keep my calls pretty brief and limit my calls.
Thank you.
But something that was really bothering me, I called earlier, and I just wanted you to just give me just a minute to just, speak about that. On Sunday, I was at the Big W. There was a gentleman that was having an emergency there.
Okay.
And he was sitting on the floor. He had wet himself. Big guy. The security called the ambulance to come and get him. It took about maybe more than 20 minutes for the ambulance to come to attend to the man. I am not certified paramedic, but I was there, on my walk, asked him a few questions. Come to find out he has blood clots, but his breath was very shallow. So obviously he was having some issues, right?
Okay.
The paramedics finally showed up. Now, this is the paramedics, the ambulance, whatever. How is it they come? They did no vitals on the guy. You can tell his breath was shallow. They did no pulse, no blood pressure, nothing. They did on the guy. They just picked him up, put him on the wheelchair, and took him out. You have an ambulance, and an ambulance has nothing in there. You have paramedics who don't even do emergency vital CPR on someone that, they could as well have just called a taxi to take the guy to the hospital. Today I returned there along my walk, and I asked the security, because he was on my mind, pretty heavy guy. And it took a few people to pick him up and put him on the stretcher. He had wet himself. He was sweating profusely. And, I asked the security, it was a tall security guy who was there, who was with him, just trying to keep him. I was there standing with him, asking him some questions, and that's how I found out he had blood clots, And, the security told me that the guy transitioned that day. Now I'm saying, yes, he may have had other underlying issues, but how is it you call an ambulance that's supposed to do emergency, CPR, vitals, whatever on someone that did nothing, just transport the guy? Could have saved his life, because I was there for a while, at least 10 minutes. The guy told me he had called the ambulance maybe 20 minutes, earlier. And I'm like, it is such a shame. Matt, I'm so upset in certain things that occur here in Dominica, that what we consider to be important and vital as a country, that an ambulance, a working ambulance with everything that's in there necessary to do CPR, to do vitals, to do whatever when an emergency is called, it's really sad, Matt. It's really sad. And my heart was heavy this morning. My heart was really heavy. And it hurt me so much to know that, to hear the guy transition. The gentleman, the security told me the family came back and told him to pick up his car later on, and told him that he had transitioned, by the time he got, when he got to the hospital.
Very, very sad. No, we have to, keep concentrating on our priorities. I think our priorities in Dominica may be somewhat misplaced. We have to put things in place.
It really is, Matt. It really is. And it's so sad. My heart was really broken, because as I stood there with the gentleman, and tried to just, keep him calm, and the security is there, and I could see him sweating. He had wet himself all on the floor. He was sitting on the floor, and the paramedics finally came, and the three of them put the guy on the stretcher. But even as he was on the stretcher, I knew he was not going to make it, because his eyes were rolling back in his head. He was sweating profusely. And I'm like, it is sad. I mean, they could have just put him in the back of a truck if that was the case, and took him to the ambulance, took him to the hospital, and maybe his life could have been saved.
All right. Well, keep. Does that sound surprising though? Thank you.
Morning, Matt. Happy birthday to Lennox. Okay. Man, I can tell you, Matt, this man, really, really, in the time of he coming on the Sundays, I can tell you, with all who that said that they were educated with their doctorate and their masters and everything, Matt, I learned nothing from these people in politics. But for Lennox, I can tell you, Matt, he was an eye-opener. And even today, Matt, I'm in the U.S., man, and I can tell you, when I speak to people, they tell me, you could go up for the president of the United States. I tell them, no, I'm from Dominica and so on. He was like, but you know so much about politics, man. Matt, it's all about because of, it was just Lennox teaching. Lennox, and I can tell you, Lennox, thank you for what you have taught me. I can tell you, I learned a lot. And through you, I get to know about politics. I get to know, a lot of things about government, how they steal, how they plunge countries. I can tell you, man, thank you for this opportunity that you gave to me. Thank you, and have a happy, happy, happy birthday.
Thank you. Now, here's one thing I want to talk to the minister responsible. I've been told from sources too that, our fire trucks are very limited. We have a few, maybe 1, 2, 3 that may be in working condition. Just imagine if we had a fire in Roseau and we had one in Canefield. What would happen, huh? So we have to put our priorities straight and try to find out just what we can do for these fire officers who seem to be under constant strain, huh? Just making an appeal there to, of course, fix that problem. I was told by somebody inside, we have limited fire trucks that are in working condition. So let's do something about that. Somebody said maybe some bad contracts were given to some people at the Arawak project. Really? I wasn't aware. Maybe you should tell me more. Because there's been promises, promises, and promises. It's 10:57. Hello, talk to me. Yes. Oh, sorry about that. Let's try another call. Are you there? Yes.
Yes, Matt.
Yeah.
While I was calling, I was speaking to you. Another call was picked up at the same time. So I'm hearing the other caller on the line while I'm telling you the story about what's going on with the gentleman from the Big W.
Yes. No. We got that story. We did get that story.
I know, but while I was on the line, there's another call, that's picked up at the same time.
Well, your point. My point is that you were very clear. You told the story very clearly, so we all understood that story. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hello, talk to me. 10:58. You were very, very clear. No interruptions there. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
Just quickly, Mr. Peltier, let me extend my greetings to Mr. Linton. More life, more strength, more blessings, more glory,
Yes.
more prosperity, more health, more healing. I just tune in there. You know the situation. I could not even listen this morning. Matt, there are only two emergencies in Dominica. Two emergencies, two priorities. Maybe three of them, Matt. There is only one emergency and one priority, and the both of them is the same. That is the objective. The only objective, Matt, is to maintain the madness. So what people want, or what people expect, people are going to fall down and die. And many other things I'm witnessing, which I am being quite discretionate, because I'm saying courage in the absence of caution is either you're making the ultimate sacrifice or you're just being a damn fool. But there is a very thin line between bravery, stupidity, and insanity. So sometimes discretion has to prevail. And I am saying, I listened to the lady talk about the guy who passed on, and I mean, who cares? There's only one thing we should focus about. One priority, one objective, one emergency is to maintain the madness. So maybe we all should just shut up and allow, do your thing, brother Matt. You were led by the Spirit. That's what the song's saying. Who sang that song, Hunter Matt? Do your thing, brother Matt, or you were led by the Spirit. Don't worry, it's just a matter of time.
All right, blessings. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, boy. It's 11 o'clock. I'm sorry, we have to move on. We're into the season, huh?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stop, and I brought me some corn for pop. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow and snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really grab me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire, it's slowly dying. And my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy yap, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy yap, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy. Are we? We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. For us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy and cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride together with you.